No? Cool. Are you guys in the mood for a game? We haven't played a game in a while in this class.
Yeah.
Think that would be fun? Okay. Have any of you played the game Black Magic? You have? You know how to play this game?
I think so, but I think I forgot.
All right. I'm going to have Ellie help me. Are you willing to help me out on this one? Does anybody else play it before? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you'll get it fast. Remember, if you get it before anybody, you played it, Shaylee?
Well, I'm like the same. I played it.
Okay. You'll probably pick it up really fast. You'll probably remember right away. So I'm going to have Ellie help me. The way this works is Ellie's going to go out in the hallway. And while she's out there, we're going to pick an object in the room. So she doesn't know what object we're thinking of. When she comes back in, I'm going to see if she can guess what object we're thinking of. And I'm just going to do it by pointing out different objects until see if she can guess the right one. Okay? So think about what object. I'm going to take Ellie out there and just confirm with her that she knows how this works. So we're going to conspire. Hi guys. All right, what object should we start with? Don't say it too loud. She might be trying to. Huh? This one? All right, come on in, Ellie. Someone's stealing from your backpack, Ellie.
She said, do I need my Chromebook for today?
For today? You might want to use it, but that won't be till the end of class.
Okay.
And I know Rafanna will probably just be sitting out in the hallway.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
All right, stand up, Ellie. We're going to see if you can guess what it is that we picked. We picked out an object. Is the object we picked out this screen?
No.
Is the object we picked out this box of Band-Aids?
Nope.
Is it this thing of disinfectant wipes?
No.
Is it my jacket?
No.
Is it this thing of disinfectant wipes?
Yes.
Good job. Good job. Do you remember now?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm going to send Shaylee out into the hallway. Let's see how she does. All right, close the door, just so we know you're not cheating. Just kidding, we know you would never do that. All right, pick an object. The whole whiteboard? This? All right, Shaylee, let's see how you do. All right. Is it these disinfectant wipes?
No.
No, it's not. We wouldn't do that. Is it this pile of napkins?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Is it this chair?
No.
Is it this air purifier? Is it this eraser?
Yeah.
Oh. Shaylee can read minds. That's the only explanation. All right, does anybody else want to give it a try? Good job, Shaylee. Good job reading our minds. Hugh, is this what you thought it was?
No, it's not what I thought it was.
Okay. Anyone think they know how it's done? All right. Will you help us out again, Ellie? All right, thank you. I'm probably going to pick on Ellie and Shaylee now for a few times until everybody else starts to get it. Go out there and we'll pick a new object. Make it really hard this time, guys. Eraser again? Or do you want to do projector? Projector? Do you guys think projector or the eraser again?
It's someone to
Projector? All right, Ellie. Is the object we picked this table?
No.
Is it this camera?
No.
Is it the projector?
Yes.
Good job. Shaylee, will you help us out again? You guys ready for your first hint?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you two hints. Number one, first hint is the name of the game is Black Magic. Okay? That's your first hint. Second hint, I'm going to tell you how this relates to listening. When we talked about cultures, and how it relates to communication, really, in general. When we talked about cultures, one of the concepts we learned was that some cultures are high context and some cultures are low context. And the cultures that are low context focus more on words and what is said in a message. The cultures that are more high context focus on the surrounding environment and the context more, so the nonverbals more. So that's your second hint. All right, what's the object we're doing for Shayla now? All right, come on in, Shayla. All right, Shayla, is it my shoes?
No.
Is it Mary's shoes?
Uh-huh.
Is it Ellie's shoes?
Nope.
Is it that music stand?
Yes.
Good job, Shaylee! Woo! Anybody think they got it? Gavin, you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
All right, go out in the hallway. I'm not sure if Gavin knows how to play it, so I'll be super nice to him if he gets it wrong. What object should you pick, Gavin? Huh? This box right here. Come on in, Gavin. All right. Gavin, is it this box right here?
No.
Is it this panel right here?
No.
Is it this wall?
No.
Is it that box right there?
Yes.
Good job. Give Gavin a round of applause. Nice job. You ready to give it a try?
I'll do it.
All right. All right. What item should we pick for Connor? This one? Okay, cool. All right. Connor, is it that curtain?
Yes.
No.
Oh, I get it.
Sorry. It was not. Good guess, though. Really good guess. You want to know what it was?
Yeah.
It was Rex's backpack.
Oh, cool.
Good guess, though. I see where you were going with that. Really good guess. I'm ready to give you guys another hint. Do you want to give it a shot? All right. Sarah, go out in the hallway. You have to pick a different item this time. Go ahead and close that door. All right. I'll try and, while we're playing, I'll give you more hints now. All right? That makes sense. All right, come on in, Sarah. Sarah, is it my red shirt?
No.
Is it these white napkins?
No.
Okay. Is it Rex's black backpack?
No.
Is it that exit sign?
Yes.
Ooh, give Sarah a round of applause. Good job. I have a feeling you're not sure if you had it or not.
I thought I had it, but then I just guessed on the
Okay.
exit sign.
Okay, you guessed right. Good job, but I tried to give everybody hints. Hugh had his hand up first, Adam. That's okay with you.
Okay, not 100%, but
You what?
I'm not 100%, but I'll try it out. I think.
All right.
See, now I can confirm it. That's where I'm.
Yeah, this is where you confirm it because I gave you some major clues there. All right. What is the next item?
That chair.
This chair. All right, come on in, Hugh. All right, is the item this whiteboard?
No.
Is it this orange extension cord?
No.
Is it Ellie's black backpack?
No.
Is it this chair?
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead, Adam.
Can it be his jacket?
His jacket? Sure. You guys okay with that? It's not technically in the room right now, but let's see if that messes him up. All right, come on in. All right. Is it this grayish concrete tile here? Nope. Is it Allie's blue mask?
No.
Is it your black shoes?
Nope.
Is it your multicolored jacket?
No, it's not.
What do you guys think? It was your jacket.
It was?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was your jacket. Anyone else think they got it? Go out in the hallway, Micah. Did you tell him?
No, he
I had to
was
figure it out
bragging
before
that
he
he's
did.
not.
Oh, you knew it. You've known it the whole time.
No, I just guessed it.
Oh.
I figured it out.
Cool. Awesome. That means it's working. Do I need to be more obvious with my clues? Who still doesn't get it? Raise your hand. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay.
I have the.
All right. I won't make you go out in the hallway. What's the object?
I think like
Your headphones? All right. All right. Micah, is it these books right here?
No.
Is it this brown table?
No.
Is it these deep black curtains?
No.
Is it Cove's headphones?
It is those headphones.
Good job. All right, Ellie, I'll go out in the hallway. Will you give me the questions when I come back in? Who still doesn't get it? All right, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Took me forever to get this one, and then it's a great one to do on road trips.
Okay, what object carries one? That table. Okay. Alright. You guys all pick that?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Okay. Is it, Micah's shirt?
No.
Is it Mary's backpack?
No.
Is it this mailbox?
No.
Is it the table up there?
Yes! It is! Oh, I'm so glad I was able to read your mind. All right, anybody want to give it a try?
I have a little working theory. Can I try?
You want to?
It's still
Yeah, go for it.
early stages. All right.
Okay, as much as you want to, we can't choose his jacket. What do you want to do? Mine?
Yeah.
All right. Is it your jacket?
No.
Okay. You're right, it's not. Is it these papers?
No.
Is it this remote control?
No.
Is it my watch?
No.
It was my watch, Adam.
Okay, here I am, door.
All valiant attempts. Let's see how far are we into this. It's 12:51. We're like at least 20. You want to give it a try?
Yeah.
All right. All right. New object.
Micah's glasses.
Micah's Micah's glasses, okay. Micah's glasses. Those of you who are having trouble figuring it out, do you want me to do anything different? To test any of your theories? What do you want me to do? Should I close my eyes? I mean, I don't know. I just know you guys are thinking of all kinds of different things right now, so I'm willing to.
Can you do it without motioning towards it?
Without using my arms?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. I'll just stand here. Is it my jeans?
No.
Is it the projector?
No.
Is it one of those panels on the wall over there?
No.
Is it Micah's glasses?
No.
Was Micah's glasses? That's okay. Go ahead and sit down. All right, I'll do it the same way, but I'll try to give even bigger hints. Who wants to try it out? Gavin, will you do it again, since you know? All right, give me a new object. My shoes? Okay. I won't even look at Gavin. Okay.
I see how it is.
Huh?
I see how it is.
All right. Gavin, is it the panels on that wall over there to my left?
No.
Is it Cove's shirt?
No.
Is it my shirt?
No.
Is it my watch?
No.
Is it my shoes?
Yes.
I didn't give the hints as much as I wanted to then. You want to try it again?
Sure.
Probably gonna get it wrong again, but that's okay.
A little bit.
I'd rather have people try and get it wrong than just sit there.
We can make a couple of failed attempts.
He'll have more than you this time, right? Or will it be even?
I think I've failed twice.
All right.
Twice, so I think
This will be his second. It'll be tired.
Right now, he's
Hoping
the
he
most.
gets it wrong.
Yeah, I hope so.
Can you try, like, just naming the object first?
Naming the object? The first one? Great question. I'm not going to answer it. Great question. I'll answer it later. Huh? This?
No.
Like the blue one, right?
Yeah.
Blue part.
Oh, the top. All right, Cove. Is it that bookshelf over there on that south wall?
No.
Is it your chair that you were sitting in?
No.
Is it your backpack?
Yes?
No.
Darn it. Yeah, I still have no idea.
That's okay. It's so hard for me to talk without moving my hands that I forget to do the other clues that I want to do. I need to have someone who knows how to play go out in there just so they can see it. Gavin, thank you. By the way, it was the blue tarp that's on stage. All right, what's in the object? Yours? The sandals or socks? Socks. All right, Gavin, is it the blue and white box of Band-Aids that's on my table up there?
No.
Is it my silver computer?
No.
Is it the black stage floor?
No.
Is it Mary's socks?
It is Mary's socks.
You think you know? Okay, good. Good. Next object. Don't worry, I'm going to make everybody at home watch this whole video and explain to me exactly how the game works. Speaker? All right. Mary, is it the brown door?
No.
Is it the yellow box that says flavoring on it?
No.
Is it the black armrests on your chair?
No.
Is it that speaker right up there?
No.
Yes, it is. Sarah, you want to give it another shot? You know now, you know you're not guessing?
Well, I want to try again.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea anymore. I felt like I was all on track until I got hit with my multiple distraction. And I'm like, oh, okay, everyone out that door.
All right, what's the next object? This one? Sarah, is it Rex's shirt?
No.
Is it the exit sign?
No.
Is it the brown table over there?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
No.
Jackson, it's 1 o'clock.
It's what?
1 o'clock.
You need to go. You need to go.
Oh, I was gonna get tested. Later.
Okay, yeah, if you're
Well,
doing
it's
this
just me then, gosh.
Yes.
Let me give another shot.
You're ready?
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Okay. It was that donation box over there. Next object.
What? I thought that was Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, you always go. Adios.
Okay. Come on in, Adam. All right, Adam, is it that brownish panel up there? Nope. Is it the white screen? No. Is it the black wall over by my office? No. Is it the outlet above my office door? Yes. Yes, it is. You want to try it, Clara?
Sure.
Good job, Adam. I'm proud of you.
It only took, what, 3, 4 tries?
Yeah, don't feel bad, though. Who still doesn't get it? All right. Listen to my, listen. Yeah, just listen, I guess. What is the next song, Chef?
This chair.
Okay. So that's 4 rows up, and it's chair number 1. Clara, is it your mask that you're wearing?
No.
Is it the chair that's 4 rows up that's chair number 9?
No.
Actually, it was.
You picked your
It was.
We were talking about picking that.
That's hilarious. Now we can't do that for anyone else.
I don't know if I know it anymore, so don't pick on me.
Okay. I'm not picking on anyone. All right. We're going to play it a different way now. I'm going to write down the item first, and then we're all going to play. All right, so some of you know, some of you don't, so just play along. Is the item I'm thinking of that I wrote down on this piece of paper, is it the blue tarp? Yes or no? No, it's not the blue tarp. Is it the eraser on the whiteboard?
I think it is.
It's not.
No.
No,
Yeah,
keep
my math is
listening.
wrong.
Is it Gavin's red and white checkered shoes?
No.
No, it's not. Is it Shaylee's black mask?
No.
No, it's not. Is it Rex's glasses?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yep. It says.
I wrote Rex's glasses on this. All right, I'll do another one. All right. Is the object I'm thinking of this green backpack? No. Is the object I'm thinking of Ella's red shoes?
No.
Awesome shoes, by the way.
Thank you. But it's twin day, so.
Is the item I'm thinking of my black watch?
No.
It's not my black watch.
No,
It's not my black watch. Is the item I'm thinking of the black light that's second from the left on the 3rd row up there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, my pattern was very close.
Yeah.
Second light on 3rd row.
I was very close.
That's almost as random as ninth chair on fourth row. Not quite, but almost.
I almost said the number 30 on that box.
It's actually number 34. Okay, good job. Did anybody get it that time? You understand it now?
I think so. I don't know.
Brandon, will you give it a shot?
Yeah.
We gotta wrap this up. I don't want to do this the whole class period. Claire? What? Yeah. Oh, thermos. Okay, Brandon, you got this, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is it this white piece of paper?
No.
No. Good job. Is it this green and white tissue box?
No.
No, it's not. Very good. Is it this mostly white thing of disinfectant wipes?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Sorry. You want to try again?
Yeah.
You know you have it this time?
All the dots connect. It's a whole black.
Isn't it something that if you know, you know? All right. By the way, it was the thermostat in the wall. All right, next object. We're gonna need two more, and then I'm just gonna tell. This. This is paint. All right. All right. I've done it all kinds of different ways. Is it this tile on the floor?
It is not.
Is it this piece of green tape?
No.
Is it these pair of black headphones?
No.
No, it's not. Is it this random paint stain?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. You got it?
I can sleep at
All right. All right. Go give it a shot, Clara. This will be our last one.
Please don't choose the one we're not sure.
You know what would be funny is if I opened the door and she was gone. She just waved goodbye to me. It'd be hilarious. All right, last side. Huh?
You should do the chair.
The same chair that she picked out?
Yeah.
Nah. Let's pick a different one.
Number 5.
The one that's like right next to it.
The fire one? All right, Claire, this is our last one, so I'm going to try and make it obvious for everyone. Because I think you've got it. Pretty sure you've got it. So here we go. I'm going to try and pick items I haven't picked yet. Is it Ellie's brown paper bag?
No.
No, it's not the brown paper bag. Is it this red heart?
No.
No, it's not the red heart? Okay. Is it my black jacket?
No.
It's not my black jacket?
No.
If it's not
Wait, is it?
my black jacket, then what could it possibly be?
The next thing you say?
The next thing I say?
I think so.
So you're telling me it's that fire alarm indicator up there on the wall? Yes, it is! You are correct! It was the very next thing I said after my black jacket. And now Cove will never know the solution unless he goes back and watches the video.
If someone keeps telling me I'm not going to do that, and I'm literally burning with anticipation of what the answer was.
Should I tell him?
Wait, one more round. Have one more round.
One around just like that. That was lovely.
That was our last one. So here's what happened. Clara went out and we picked an object. And when she came back in, I mentioned two objects. One was the brown paper bag. The other one was the red heart. And both times she said, no, that's not it. And then I said, is it my black jacket? And she said, no. And I said, it's not my black jacket? She said, no, I don't think so. And then I said, but if it's not my black jacket, what is it, Clara? And she said, whatever you pick next.
I knew it was something good.
And I said, so you're telling me whatever I pick next after I mentioned my black jacket is the object? And she said, yes. And I said, so if I said it was that fire alarm indicator, is that it? She said, yes. And she was right. Does anyone not get it now? Okay. Please don't feel bad if you didn't get it. You do need to play it in a room with as many multicolored objects as possible. And that makes it a challenge in this room. So you have to repeat things quite often. But it is a great time killer on a road trip. And I figure since we haven't played a game in a while, we can do one that took a little bit longer. We'll get your nose swabbed, my friend. Okay, good job. Welcome to COMM 1010, everyone. Welcome to a new term. Welcome to the last 8 weeks of school. I hope that you're as excited as I am for summer. And for to have a normal end of the school year. It's literally been 2 years since we've had a normal end of the school year. Think about it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Crazy. All right. Because we are about half an hour from the bell ringing, I just want to give you guys a couple of heads up for this class. So we have been working on project number 2, which is the interview. And we kind of wrapped up the third part of the interview right before break, which was the interview plan. And then I know a few of you actually have not only completed your interview, but also turned in part 4. How many of you did your interview over the break? None of you. I'm so proud of you guys. Good job. I didn't do anything over the break. Well, I actually did a bunch of stuff, but none of it was Murray High School related. So I hope you relaxed and didn't do any homework. How many of you have your interview this week? Okay, great. How many of you did your interview before the break? Awesome. So you guys have a little bit of breathing space now, so good for you. These are the skills we've been learning: how to plan an interview, how to conduct an interview, and then this week I want to go over the memo and the thank you letter. I want to take a few minutes today telling you what the expectations are for these 2 assignments, so that if you want to get working on those, you can, and you'll have the heads up. Also, we're ready to wrap up the interview project. So I also want you to think about verbal and nonverbal messages. And we'll talk about how that works into the memo and the thank you letter. Utilizing listening strategies, and then exploring possible career options. I honestly hope that that was the best part of the interview for you, was actually learning about that career. Ella, did you learn stuff that you didn't know before?
Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know before. It was very
Awesome, good. I know that like learning how to do interviews isn't the most fun assignment you've ever had, but it's cool to learn stuff. Mike, did you find it useful, or did
I did actually, just because I like engineering, but I didn't know a lot about the path, so it's good to know a lot more about the career itself, how you get into it.
Good.
Like, you just don't know.
Good. That's awesome. And I hope the rest of you have similar experiences. So if you're caught up, you did parts 1, 2, and 3. The scheduling of the interview, the career research, and then the plan of the interview. The next thing that's due is part 4, and I know some people have turned it in. So we went over that before break. So just a reminder, you have to get a selfie, and you have to have them fill out the evaluation form on you. So the evaluation form is in part 4 on Canvas. You can download it and print it, or email it to them, however you want to do that. And you have to turn both of those in. But then, you get the picture taken during the interview, you have them fill out the evaluation, and just get those uploaded. Super easy, super fast. And you'll get credit for turning those in. Now, I put a due date on those as this coming Sunday. I'm going to be as flexible. I'm going to be super flexible on that, because I know some of you will get a phone call this week or an email where they say, I can't meet with you. I mean, some of you will have people flake out on you or need to reschedule. And that happens in the real world. Dealing with that kind of stuff is a reality and a communication skill to have. So technically, it says on Canvas it's due on the 11th, which is this coming Sunday, but it's really due when you finish conducting your interview. When you're done conducting your interview, upload the selfie, upload a picture of the evaluation, or email it to me, however you want to do that. And that will be part 4. That shows me that you conducted the interview. So just get it done as soon as you are done conducting your interview. Part 5 is the thank you letter, and part 6 is the memo. So those are not going to be due until the end of next week, Friday the 16th. So again, I'm giving you tons of space to get this done in. And that allows you to conduct your interview any day this week, and then you'll have all of next week to do the memo and the thank you letter. I want to go over both of these today. I'm actually going to start with the memo, because I have an activity I want to do on the memo. The first thing is, what the heck is a memo? How many of you have written an essay before? I was going to say, if you don't raise your hand, you're lying. Rex, you're lying. I don't mean that in a bad way. I know you've written an essay before. How many of you have written a memo? Ooh, a lot fewer. Now, guess which one you're going to write a lot more of in the real world of those two? You're going to be writing memos a lot more often. I've been a professional teacher now for 18 years. This is my 18th year. Never once have they said, we need you to write us an essay. But I've written a ton of memos. Memo's short for memorandum, and it is defined as a brief business communication document. So I want to take a look at these real quickly. We're just going to compare them. And I'm going to have you pair up with a friend to do this. So find a partner to do this with. We're going to compare and contrast these. It'll just take us a couple minutes, but it will help you understand the difference between the two objects. So find a partner, and then I'll tell you what to do with this activity. Can I get a group to adopt Mary? Awesome. All right, I'm going to give each group a memo, and then I'm going to give each group an essay. And all I want you to do is try to identify as many differences and similarities between these two as you can. So this is the memo I'm handing out right now. And it's from a screenshot, that's why it's pixelated, but not all memos are pixelated, just keep that in mind. Here is the first 2 pages of an essay. No. I literally just Googled memo sample, and that's what instead of going, this would be what I write about. This is what was said. This is the answer to that question. This one is just like this is flowery and dancing around it until it becomes that brilliant because you need to work with it. And it's kind of just that way the whole way through. This is,
tries to make itself
presented
complex,
answers in fast to back the answer. Where this is just kind of
double space.
This is like legal. We have to include it. This is meant to be read. That is meant to be read like it's this is meant to be read. Let me sit down for a moment. All this specific context. That's give me the paper. As it has what this This one's just like the most important thing is that this one to the point isn't flowery at all. It's just trying to be a point. This one is yes, I committed words because I could perish needlessly on this planet. Then when I reach my okay. We're going to have to share with the whole class now, so someone be willing to take the initiative to talk to the class. And I'm going to have every group share. So tell us one difference between these 2 documents.
All right, memos have headers.
Memos have headers. Essays sometimes have titles, right? But not usually headers. So what is the header of a memo consist of? What is the first thing at the top there?
The very first?
Yeah. It says memorandum. It identifies what it is. You don't typically put at the top of an essay. But memorandum communicates what type of document it is. And then what's right under the word memorandum?
Information.
To, from.
So memos have to, from, date, and the subject, right? So that's kind of how they design emails when they design emails. Emails look very much the same, right? Cool. All right. Talk to us about something that they didn't talk about.
Essays were like long format rather than short, quick information.
Memos are short, quick, to the point. Very good. Essays are much more long form. I like that. Those are two great differences. So the way header, the length, and kind of the intention behind it. Tell us something that you haven't heard yet.
Memorandums tell you the answer immediately, while the essays mix the facts in with the questions.
Nice. They tell you the answer immediately. I love that. So would it be fair to say, to paraphrase you, memos are more to the point. They're more to the point. And essays are not. Essays are much more beating around the bush and posing a bunch of questions and then getting to the point finally at the end. Do you guys have anything we haven't heard yet?
We kind of said the same thing, but like we said that this is more about the note, like almost, it's not like grammatically, like, because like on some of them, the sentences just weren't like an actual sentence, and like.
Okay, so it's more about the getting the point across than trying to follow all of the rules that you learned in your English classes. Okay, cool, I like that. Now, some memos, if you make a bunch of grammatical mistakes, you're going to appear unprofessional. When you guys write your memos, I want you to make sure that you proofread them. But sometimes memos are pretty fast, and you don't take the opportunity to proofread them. That doesn't make it okay. You know, you don't want to come across as unprofessional. But that is kind of one of the differences that might be a result of the more to the point type of intent that a memo has. So really, really great observation there. Do you guys have anything we haven't heard yet?
Well, we were kind of saying like, instead of having and this was kind of saying before, but not really, instead of having like student's name, blah, 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 top, it's over here, more towards the side.
Okay,
While on that one, it's the title on the top instead.
okay, cool. So it's formatted, they're formatted differently with the header and with the headings that are on it. Sometimes people put headings on essays, but not very often. Will you talk about, because when I overheard you guys, you're the only ones I overheard. Cove has a voice like me that just carries. You talked about audience. You said, this one's written for, and this one's written for. Will you share that with the class?
Okay, so I just said like, this one is quite obviously meant to go to a reader. Like someone who's gonna sit down and read this like a book.
Very good.
That one's someone who's gonna, oh, give me that. Oh, okay, the information, keep, and then keep going on with their day. Because they don't have the time to read, a bunch of a freaking 2 pages of flowery text when one paragraph can suffice.
Yeah. The memo's for people who don't have a lot of time to sit and read, who want you to get to the point. And this one is for someone who likes to read and wants to hear everything you have to say. Very good. All right. Congratulations, you get to go last. Is there anything that we haven't heard yet that you guys talked about?
We kind of talked about how it's like, in the memo, it talks about how there's a question, an answer, and then an explanation. And essay, it's kind of just it's kind of dragged out a lot longer. They don't always have that.
More abstract.
More abstract, more concrete. Do you guys think that's a fair comparison? I love it. I love it. When the bell rings, you guys can just set those on that music stand there. You guys hit most of the things that I wanted you to hit. I want to just mention a couple of things I didn't hear that maybe you didn't think about. So you talked about the formatting a little bit. You got it? Oh, COVID, all right. You talked about the formatting a little bit, but there's a couple of other things on formatting that I want you to think about. So notice how an essay is double-spaced. And that is so your professor can write in between the lines. And also, notice how an essay, you're always asked to indent your paragraphs, right? In business writing, for a memo, and this is all the stuff that you have on your essay, a memo is not double spaced, it's single spaced. This is a memo that Mr. Wihangi sends out to all of the teachers every week. We get a Friday memo every week. This is actually from last March, right after the shutdown. But we get these every week. We got them before the shutdown, we got them every week after. And he's got some kind of, he's got a lot of graphic stuff on there. He's got a lot of artwork, and that's fine. Not all memos are going to look alike. His is kind of more eye-catching than maybe the memo I gave you. But notice how, same idea, short, to the point. Notice how it's single-spaced, but then there's an additional space between the paragraphs. And notice how the paragraphs are not indented. It's got all the other stuff you expect from a memo, for the most part. We already know, he sends this through email, so the email itself has the to and from on it. Here's another example of a memo. So notice how it's all justified to the left. There's no indenting. The paragraphs are single-spaced. There's additional space between the paragraphs. It says memo, it says to, from, date, and what it's about. And if it's sent to other people, some people get carbon copies. That's what CC stands for. So that's how you format a memo, and you want to keep it more to the point. We call this type of formatting block letter format, where your paragraphs are single-spaced, justified over to the left, and they're to the point. They're succinct. They're business-like. They're much more professional. And they're written for people who don't have a lot of time. And that's what I want you guys to write. So you guys compared and contrast a couple of memos. I want you now, and I'm going to switch over to Canvas, to think about your interview and think about how you're going to report back to me on what you learned. So we're going to take a look at the expectations for the memo first. And this has been published on Canvas, so if you want to get started on it, you can. But it's not due until next Friday. So when I bring it up on the screen, you're going to see the video that I'm making for the people at home. So the idea here is that now that you've gathered all of the information from your interview, you're going to report back to me on what you learned. And while you're doing that, you're going to practice writing a memo, a skill that you will use more than you'll use essays in the real world. Now, often they're sent by email. You're going to type it up and submit it on Canvas as an actual document. So all the things we talked about, block format and spacing, align everything to the left, use 1-inch margins on all 4 sides, single space the lines in the paragraph and double space between the paragraphs. Also, have the heading at the top. It doesn't look like it specifically says that, but there's a sample here I'll show you in a second. Put memo at the top or memorandum, either one, and then put to. And who's your audience? Who are you sending your memo to? Yeah, put to Mr. Saxton. Or you can say Will Saxton if you want. Who's it from? It's from you. So put your name and then put the date that you submit it and then put the subject, my interview. Times New Roman 12-point font. And then here's the content. In your first paragraph, I want you to just a short paragraph that summarizes the purpose of your interview, the topics you covered, and whether or not you learned something useful. Then I want you to have 1 paragraph summary for each of your topics. So if you had 4 topics, I want you to summarize what you learned in each of those topics. But just 1 paragraph is fine. Remember, memos are for people who you want to get right to the point and not take up a lot of their time. So if you had 3 topics, you're going to have 3 paragraphs there. So think about what you learned on that topic, summarize it in a paragraph, and type it up. And include the topic as your heading. So say, daily life is the heading, and then summarize for me what you learned about their daily life and their job. Does that make sense to you guys? I'll show you the sample in a minute. So after you've summarized each of your topics, then another 2 paragraphs where in the first paragraph, you described how it affected your career choice. Are you considering this career even more strongly, or did you decide against this career? And why? What did they say? What are some nonverbal things they did that made you think that it wouldn't be a good career? And then finally, in the last paragraph, reflect on your performance as an interviewer. Describe what you did well and how you could improve, and use specific examples. So show me what you learned about interviewing in that final paragraph. So here is an example of what this would look like. Don't put sample memo, put memo. Okay. We got it? I know some people will put sample memo. Don't do that. So the date, the to, and the from, an introductory paragraph. Now, this person actually wrote too much, and I would tell them that. I would say, you gave me 3 paragraphs on one topic. Be more succinct than that. Be more to the point. Be more businesslike. Their second topic was special education. Their third topic was sign language. And then they had 2 paragraphs on their interview analysis. I think this last paragraph's a great example of what they learned. And this one, they could be just a little more thorough on what they think about the career. So this isn't even quite 2 pages, and I think it could be even more succinct than it is. I think they could make it a little bit shorter. So I'm looking for, if you had 3 topics, I'm looking for 1 paragraph for each of those topics. This person has 3 paragraphs for their first one, 2 paragraphs for their second one, and 3 paragraphs for their third one. So think about, how can I write more succinctly? Does that make sense? Cool. And then learn how to write a memo, learn how to format it like a memo. Do you guys have any questions about the memo? Cool. And when is it due? Next Friday, April 16th. All right, cool. I don't actually have time to go over the thank you letter with you, so I'll do that right at the beginning of class on Thursday. But that assignment's on here as well, and the instructions